Today we are in the Balat, Fener district of Istanbul, one of the oldest districts actually, I should say, and this is a Greek community where they used to live. And today it's very interesting because all neglected buildings are being converted into cool cafes and restaurants and etc. Yes, behind us we are seeing one of the most exceptional structures of the Balat Fener area from 19th century. It's built as a Greek school and it's still functioning today as a Greek high school. The exact spot where we are at the moment is the crossroads of many interesting different cultures together. What we're looking at, the red building behind, is the famous Greek high school, which was established originally back in the 19th century. And then this little mosque here, the minaret of which we can see on this side, this little mosque is also from 19th century, but it is interesting feature is that this was actually built as a school to teach philosophy of Rumi, and also his timeless book Mesnevi. In Turkish it's called Mesnevihane, which means house of Mesnevi. In other words, if I have to repeat, this is where Mesnevi was taught to those who wanted to learn about it, which was a book, as it is known today, a book like a translation of Quran, where the stories of Quran are rewritten, re-explained by Rumi. And another very unusual thing here, just only a few hundred steps away, there is maybe one of the most radical religious communities of Istanbul all together. And the fact that Rumi is standing right in between the Muslim radical community and the Greek school here, I guess that's like one of the greatest things that I love about my city. We're at the top of the fifth hill of ancient Istanbul, Constantinople, and behind us we can see what among the Turks is known as the Red School, which is the high school for the Greek community again. We are about to visit the only church remaining from Byzantine times that is still functioning as a church. Its name is Church of St. Mary of the Mongols. It is because of the historical fact that Mehmet the Conqueror, he gave the priority for this church to remain as a church because the architect of the time, the Byzantine architect of the time, he built a mosque in the name of Mehmet the Conqueror himself. In other words, as a reward, let's say, as a priority for this Byzantine architect, Mehmet the Conqueror allowed this church to remain as a church. And there's a decree inside, a copy of the original decree that Mehmet the Conqueror signed at that time. In Turkish we call that a ferman. The copy of that is still inside the church that you can see. According to tradition, it is known that this was built in the 13th century because Crusades are here in the 1200s. And it is known that this monastery was completely destroyed during the Crusades times. And so it is the Paleologus family, the final dynasty of the Byzantine Empire, who came and recaptured the city, who retook the city from the Crusades and established the Byzantine Empire once again. They are the ones who were able to build this monastery again, which happens to be 13th century. Now it's time to talk about the interesting, maybe exciting history of this place. As I said, this was built in the 13th century, and actually she was a princess of the Byzantine Empire. She was the illegitimate daughter of one of the emperors of the time. She was forced to marry a Mongol Khan, Khan Hulagu was his name, but he was an old gentleman. Before she was able to arrive in Mongolia, The gentleman already had passed away, so she was forced to marry the son. She stayed married with him for a while, but unfortunately he passed away as well, and finally she decided to put an end to this part of her life, let's say, and she came back to Constantinople, her hometown. She became a nun and she built this monastery. It was called in Byzantine times, in Greek language, it was called the Church of Muhliatissa, which meant the Lady of the Mongols.